On my channel, I kind of show this another side of me, including my interests. You may not agree with everything, that's just who I am. One of my interests, something just showed up yesterday I'm very excited about because this is actually the very first one I have ever purchased. Can't wait to show you after this. I'm Rick, and this Shut the heck up, you stinking roosters. Bound up for your sanity. This is the shack. Hey everybody, welcome. In this video, I'm going to open up something that I've been waiting on for a very long time. Finally showed up and I'm ecstatic to see it. I've not purchased anything like this ever. I have other things that are older, used, but I've never spent the money on something so nice as this, and I am completely ecstatic to do so. If you hear the humming in the background, I'm going to give you a little behind the scene of sometimes the conditions I work in the shop. Well, just to let you know, it's 3:30 now, and I want you to see this so you know I'm not messing with you. Can you see that? So it doesn't, there we go. Yeah, 10, it's almost 115 in my shop. Crazy. Absolutely crazy. Oh, get back on there. Oh, miserable out here. 116. Yeah, I basically went right back in the house. Didn't even come out here till about 7:30, and then it worked about almost midnight when it actually was cooling down. It was comfortable. I could work out here. Yeah, I'm not working out here in that heat. Even with the misters going, it's just blowing hot water on me. I'm not going to do it, plain and simple. I am awarded that privilege now. Thank you. If you follow my channel at all, I share with you some of my interests, and I know that some of the things I do, not everybody agrees with, but that's who I am. I'm not going to put a false front on. This is me, 100%. These are the things I like to do. But this one, I am real excited because I'm not even going to say no more. Let's open it up. Here's my knife. And I'm going to show you exactly what I got because I've not opened this yet, but I am extremely excited. Now this comes to us from our brothers to the north. I don't have anything against Canada. I just think that they are lacking freedoms they should rightfully have. I'll just leave it at that. But you know, one of my hobbies is when I get to the point I cannot work in the shop no more, my goal is to have a decent model railroad layout that I can play with and do and just enjoy when I no longer can take the chance on working in the shop. I know that day is going to come and I am preparing for it. I'll put a link, a couple of videos up there of some of the things and events that I've been to. If you want to check those out, I don't know how to get this out without getting it real messy. Let me dump out the... Okay. Now I can at least grab onto it and hopefully get it out of here. Most of the train items that I have are old and they are used. And to make a mess, two of the, I guess, themes that I want to make my layout in. One, I want to dedicate it to 60, I don't know, somewhere around 65, 66 up to about 73. I came out to California. My mother brought me out here to visit my grandmother and my grandfather when I was 7 years old, and we came out on a train. And years ago I started to research what was running back then, and what was running at that time was kind of like the Super Chief. Absolutely love the color theme. I love the look of that locomotive. And I remember very vividly the trip out, the trip in the cafe car, I guess, the lunch car, whatever you want to call it. I remember eating in there, and I just remember the time I had on that. So that's one theme I want. I want to have a couple of parts in my layout that show the New Mexico area, because I remember when we were traveling back and forth before we unfortunately moved to California, I remember very vividly, and we have old 8mm film of this. When we stopped in New Mexico before we crossed into Arizona, they had the teepees that were situated within the sides of the hills along the, I think it was Route 66. I don't even know if they had the freeway back then, 60, 68, 69, because we actually moved out here in 69. But we made another trip out after I came out here with my mom on the train, then we moved out. So I remember some of the landscape very vividly, and my trips that I've been running through before it all changed on the 40. I remember some of the, they're still there, but they've changed quite a bit, but the souvenir places. So one of the themes is that era, this locomotive, the PA-1, the PB-1, running with the Warbonnet theme, but I still want to get one that actually has the Indian chief on it. It is a beautiful, beautiful locomotive. I think it's probably one of the nicest ones out there, except for maybe some of the steam trains locomotives, like the big boy stuff. I just think something about the older trains, they were just a beautiful piece of mechanical innovations, I guess. So I've never seen this. I've been looking at these for very, very long, and I cannot wait to see the detail, because I have the older ones that were just basic. This is full on, 100% detailed, a lot of correct themes, numbers, parts, schemes, so much more detail on the bottom. I just got to get into it and see. Oh my gosh, look at this. This is stinking beautiful. I'm going to repack these and keep these in here. I do not have a setup, a layout, anything done yet. What I am doing is I am preparing for when I do. Oh my God, that is absolutely beautiful. Oh, I absolutely love this. I don't know if I want to even take it out of here. I'm almost afraid to do so. Ah, there it is. I'm like with kit gloves. Let me readjust it. I want you to see this as close up as I can get it. I mean, for many years now, I've been looking for scheduling, any memorabilia you might have gotten on the train back in that time. It's hard to find, but there is some out there. Oh my gosh. That is freaking amazing. Absolutely beautiful. Wow. Detail underneath here, details on the trucks here. Wow. This is so amazing. There's a wire going from here to there. It looks like part of the airline. Oh my God. Little things are just amazing. Same thing there. You got a little piece of wire. It looks like airline. There's like a little airline right here. I don't know if you can see that. Goes up, and you can see the airline from this one. That airline right there is going up. It's like connected up top there. The grill system, the detail on the side. On this side, the steps up to the top. And look at this, unbelievable. I don't know if that's even focusing in or not. All the different airlines hanging down there. Steps up here, and the light system. I mean, I am completely blown away. That is amazing. That is so beautiful. Oh my gosh. I'm gonna put this back and then we'll look at the other one. I don't want to leave them out. I don't want to take a chance of getting them destroyed. I dropped this, I'm gonna be in a world of hurt. I am very, very, very impressed. But that will be one theme. That's stinking amazing. The other theme is kind of like something fun. This was the only thing that would be kind of era correct, but not 100%. So everything I'm going to have would be that was on the road, running around between, except for a few things I have in mind. But basically, I want to try to keep it between, I came out 67, so I want to do at least 65 to 70. That 5-year era, whatever's running, as correct as I can get it, and that will be it. I know I may not be showing you very good, but I don't want to even take a chance on anything happening to these. They were not cheap. By no means were they cheap. That's what I'm saying. I have just the normal ones that aren't DCC or any of this modern stuff. The ones I actually have one that's new, but it's from back in, I don't know, 80s, 90s, whatever. 80s probably. Just so I have one, so I can more than likely run that one, but this is going to be my main one that's going to be running to and from my 2 ports, my 2 stops on my layout from Missouri to California. And my other theme, I want another layout or something that may connect somehow, but I love the Katy line. I just love that, the older stuff, transporting the cattle back and forth. That's what my theme will be. So let's see what this looks like. I know I'm acting like it's China or something. It's just going to break if I blow on it too hard or breathe or sneeze. But I've never spent this kind of money on one of these, and these are absolutely beautiful. And I made sure the focus was good on this, so I'm going to try to just keep it right here. Oh, wow. See the hoses, the truck, all this is just phenomenal. I mean, phenomenal detail. All the detail along the side, the grills. On top here is amazing. I mean, these fine little etched details. Oh my gosh. You never find this on the old stuff. I am so loving the progress that these trains have made, mainly in the detail. I mean, this is Rapido, but there's other ones out there, and they all are going crazy with detail. Look at that. Looks like it's ready to hook up and get your little boot to transport, to walk from car to car, man. All the hoses hanging down here, your airlines. Look at that, air tanks, workings underneath. Wow. And then there's that side. I won't flip it, I don't want to break it. The steps. Again, all the detail in the grilling. The paint scheme, Santa Fe. Said I want one that comes out, actually has the war chief on it, the Warbonnet, whatever, but look at that, unbelievable. Both ends, unbelievable. That is a beautiful, beautiful piece of art. And it's truly art. So I'm going to put this away. I don't want to get damaged, but I am amazed. This is the first truly updated, full DCC, everything. So when I start my layout, I have everything I need, and I can really make sure I stay within the era of the well, actually I got 3 themes, and I'll talk about that after I get this put away. Well, there you have it. That is my newest acquire. I've never purchased anything like this ever, any brand. Everything I have is old. And my 3 themes are, with this, I want to make a little track going to and from Missouri to California, depicting some of the memorable points I remember in my train ride to California to visit my grandmother, on that beautiful, massive locomotive. I can remember, I mean, I was 6, I wasn't even 7 yet, so I was 6 years old, and I'm like, this thing looks like the side of a mountain. It's huge, you know. I remember that, and I remember eating in the dining car where you had all the food, walking up and down inside the cars at that time. I remember that. So I definitely want to have a section or maybe 1 track set up for like that. Just something memorable, taking things back and forth. And I know they had freight cars they would attach to those and haul freight stuff with it also. So I'll get that all as correct as possible. It may not be 100%, but it's gonna be very close. I'm not one of those that's going to freak on every little detail and it's gotta be this, you know. I'm not hardcore. I wanna enjoy this and have fun. The other one, I wanna make a country theme going from Missouri down to Texas, the KD line, MKT line, the KD line. I love that. I just think it's cool because I like the historical point and the older ones like that. I don't know if I'm going to go very early and just have a few cattle cars or something, or I don't know how I'm going to work that, but that's another theme. And the other theme is more of a just completely fun, random. I have many cars that are, they call, I don't know, advertisement or something. They're themed, you know, like I have like bakery ones, cigarette ones, appliances, GE and stuff, you know, all the older stuff though. You know, I don't know I forget what they call those themes. I know some of them are like a tobacco themed. I have a couple of those. Pillsbury, God, I can't remember some ones, but I got a bunch of those. So I'm gonna have a couple of different lines staged and have all these different cars set up so I can hook up to one line, take it out for a little spin, come back, drop it off, hook up to another one, take it around. Just more of a billboard, that's what it is. I think it's billboard style or billboard themed cars, rolling stock. So that one's just going to be fun, and I think everything in the city is going to be billboard themed. So it's going to be one of those, just going to be a really fun, random type of thing just to play with and have a good time. But 2 of them are going to be more time era specific, as far as this one and the KD line. But that's my projected, what I want to do. So when I do move, that is one thing I'm preparing for. I am trying to figure out, I want it in the house so I don't have to worry about going to the shop. So I want to be able to have a room in the house. So my wife and I are going back and forth as far as design. I found a few. She says it's too big. I don't like this one. She doesn't like that one. I mean, we're still going back and forth on that. Shop is pretty well set. Just some fine tuning, and then I got to start submitting plans and all for bids. And one of the things is I want a room that will be dedicated, the hobby room. The main room, TV room, will be a game room. I want a pool table out there. So I want the house to have fun. The shop is going to be where I work, enjoy wrenching, woodworking, piddling around, working on whatever, changing all the cars and stuff. But the house is where I want to relax and enjoy and have fun and build these things. Even though I'll probably build some of it in the shop, take it back up there, but once the framework is done, then it's basically everything else. So I just want one little area in there that I can put a bench, work bench, to have my soldering equipment, painting equipment, stuff like that, to do on the modeling, to be able to start building the modeling. And I got something that's going to show up, I'm hoping in another week or 2, that's going to help me greatly. And I almost was kind of looking at the 3D printers, but this I think will be better. I can actually cut out models, get diagrams, cut out houses and buildings and different things, and have them put together, at least for the structure. All these tools coming out, lasers, 3D printers, all these things coming out, can take this hobby to a complete level we've never even fathom, or whatever that is, fathom before. Yeah, it's just, woo, mind blowing, okay? So enough babbling, that's it. Those are my 3 themes that I want to do once I get a house, and when I do move, that will be one thing that I will be starting, at least getting the structure done, getting the framework set up, prepared. I've already looked into, there is a really nice railroad modeling club out there in Tennessee. I'm already looking at, I'm gonna contact and talk with and maybe even visit when I go back to look at some more properties. Want to get involved because I'm going to need help because I'm not good at all this. So I'm going to need these very experienced, very hopefully helpful people help me along my process. And I will be filming all of it little, but I may even make a complete different offshoot from this channel and not have them combined. We'll see. Never know what's going to happen, but that's going to be it. Thank you so much for watching. Be blessed. Take back your shot. Battle for your sanity. I am thoroughly impressed. Rapido, you did a fabulous job. I am beyond words impressed. Thank you so much, Rapido, for putting out such a beautiful piece of art. That is it for now. We will see you next video.